So, you all have made your way back up to the bridge of the LMS Explorer after your dealings with the lower decks and being cut off. You were requested an urgent presence on the bridge, as the captain is very much interested in speaking with you. I think you all kind of file in. People are moving around back and forth. There's these kind of different tiers of different landings where people are moving back and forth. And if you kind of imagine kind of like a Star Destroyer kind of bridge where they've got like these different levels of like the menials working down below on the various different computers and whatnot. And there's this kind of like middle bridge that walks out between everything. And you can see that the captain is there speaking to some sort of higher officer and an Adeptus Mechanicus, that they're sort of arguing about something, but he sort of dismisses them. And they like persist, like, no, this is important. But he's like, no, I need to hear from my men. And you guys are allowed access up to him. And you kind of he kind of steps over towards you, and you guys kind of walk along this sort of like banister rail, kind of looking out over the pitch black void of space, as there's this large sort of dome where you can see out as you guys are currently on some sort of destination charted, but you don't know. So you can see some of the twinkling stars off in the distance that are moving ever so slightly. But yes, you guys are. You guys would know that your ship is headed towards a destination. You may not know necessarily. Actually, if you guys would like to, you could give me some kind of skill check to see if you knew. This might be like leadership, or if you want to make just kind of like a general intelligence check. What's the base stats? I always forget what they are.
Base stats
Yeah,
are
int.
strength, toughness, agility, initiative, willpower, intellect, and fellowship.
Okay. Uh, I'd allow just about anything. And if you guys don't have dice, we don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can just kind of make me. Uh, I would say that Hawkins' character would probably know for certain where you guys are going. So if anyone else wanted to give me some sort of skill check, I'd allow it. But only
I
if you're interested.
complicated.
Oh, perfect. Ryan, as your character attempts to remember, how do you complicate?
I don't like the thinking very much. Makes me bone net implant tingle.
There's just a zoom in on your brain of like the aneurysm animation as you try to remember.
God damn it! No, no.
Okay. Here we go.
I got a 1 on my wrath dice and I rolled a 2.
Okay,
as well.
so you don't know what's happening, what's going on. Do you have an idea of a complication, or would you like me to give you one?
You can go ahead, Sparrow.
I think you maybe just like make something that sort of disrupts the conversation or like is distracting. So I don't know. Maybe you let out a huge fart that like makes everyone just.
No.
Okay. Maybe you just shout something out of left field of like, corn dogs taste better in the basement.
No.
Okay. You give me something. What?
Maybe I would end up being just like a little bit too close, trying to figure out what the tech priest is doing.
Okay.
Like invading the tech priest's personal space unintentionally, but still doing it because
I think they're incredibly offended because, one, you are a huge amount of flesh, and on the lower end of what they would even consider like passable flesh, so to speak.
What's
So
going on here? I can't figure.
just like, no, I cannot talk to you right now. I must speak with the captain. This is very important. And you're just like kind of running interference, like, like, what's up with you, Metal Man? He's like, no.
I like funny Metal Man.
I just reached out to Donnie. I think he might have crashed.
Oh,
I like your words, Metal Man.
is he back?
So the funny Windows update said you're restarting now.
Hmm.
What if I say no? Now. I fucking hate this piece of shit.
Okay, so
continue on.
Ryan is bothering this Adeptus Mechanicus that is one of the chroniclers. That's he's got like these mechadetrite hands, that's like very useful for like you know that meme of like the guy that his like hands split apart into multiple tiny little things and he like does the super hacking. That's kind of what this guy is, but like all the time. And
I tried to roll an intelligence check and complicated.
what's your character's name again?
I see.
Bruise.
Bruise. No, Bruise, please don't touch that. No, Bruise, no. You're just like kind of fiddling with his like papers and his very delicate mechanical hands. And there's a little text that appears at the top of the screen that says, he will remember that. What was the name? Shoot, what was the name of this character? Hold on, give me just a second.
All right.
I don't know. It was something stupid like chiropractes or something. Wait, what's the wrist pain thing that people get?
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel, yeah. I think it was carpal tunnelies or something. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't remember. Anyways, it's not important. He gets pushed off screen and he unloads as his asset's not needed anymore in this cutscene. Hawkins, I believe your character is currently on the bridge and you're maybe like brought over to speak with the captain. And you guys would all know the captain, maybe not personally necessarily.
But we know of them.
Sorry, say that again?
I said, but we know of them, like just that they exist.
Yes. Almost kind of like you, like knowing of the president. Like you've probably seen his face and heard his voice, but maybe not have like ever been in the same room as him, other than you, Hawkins, because you probably work with him. And I'll introduce him and let you guys make your own sort of judgments. But this man's name is Khadgar, and he is the rogue trader that has been given writ permission to take control of this vessel. This was not his original vessel, but he has commandeered it. The LMS Explorer is originally designed to be a excavation and kind of drilling machine. It's got like a bunch of forges and stuff for like breaking down materials, and a lot of that has been sort of repurposed or like broken down and whatnot, making this a bit more of a combat vessel, but is mostly used for its unique tools and versatility in avoiding terrain and navigating certain things in the solar system. So sometimes you guys get hired to go into dangerous places or like deliver stuff because of your ship's special capabilities and avoiding things and whatnot. But Khadgar is the sort of old man that looks like he's in his mid years, but there's so much age to him. This is a man that stood on the deck and stared into the warp as you guys have traveled over the years, and there's this visible age to him that you know is unnatural. But he's got this very hardened expression, very militant. He's got a lot of, hardness to him, probably some baggage somewhere, but you know that he's a very hard but fair person, and does his duty and does it well. Hawkins, what do you think your sort of history is with this gentleman? Do you think that you're like best friends? Do you think you're kind of just like a simple advisor? Because you would be working with this man pretty often. And I think he would sort of respect your station, maybe not necessarily agree with your sort of like warp influence, but I think he would, I think, he's very firm in like the Imperium and whatnot, but I wouldn't say that he's necessarily racist. So he's somewhere kind of in the middle. What's your sort of impression, you think?
So I would say not necessarily friends, but more so having an understanding of the roles that we play and the importance of those roles. So like a mutual respect having been earned thing.
Okay. So he calls you over as he's about to meet up with this crew of ragtags, but very much leaders of their indistinct sections. And he's like, "Oh man, I could really use some good news right about now. How goes the deliberation below decks?"
So I wasn't here for whatever happened.
Yes,
last
you
time?
you are being filled in as the rest of the party is going to state what has happened. So you don't know what happened. They're about to tell you.
Okay.
He just wants you over here as they're going through this, because like this is important.
Yes, sir. All ears.
Oh, I can give the report, sir.
Yes,
So-
very good. Wait, hold
you
on.
have 2 ears. Can't be all ears.
Very good. Anyways, wait, hold on a second. Where's the salamander? Goodness gracious! If he's not here, I'm gonna rip his arm off. What was he doing
He
down
already
there?
did that himself, sir.
I regret to inform you, Lord Captain, but that is...
I no longer has the arm, sir.
If anybody
rest
would
of
like
it,
to
like-
make an insight check, they could. Donnie, I would allow you to make a psychic mastery.
Certainly.
And Hawkins, if you would like to do psychic mastery as well.
Is that
Uh,
insight?
Yes,
Second.
Oh, I can I use psychic mastery?
you can, Hawkins.
I rolled a 1d6 for the insight because I have a fellowship of 1.
Oh boy.
What am I supposed to roll for that?
Do you know what your number is next to your psychic mastery or insight?
Yes, my rating is 4. The total value is 9. But what die do I roll for it in this case?
You roll a number
Okay.
of d6s equal to your number.
Yes, roll 9d6s.
So I'm rolling 9 d6s.
Yep.
Yes.
And just keep track of the first one that you do. That will be your wrath die. Because if you get a
so
1 or a
that's
6
dice
on that
Bro,
first
how
one.
am I
Yes,
always
there is a dice
complicated?
channel. Exclamation
dice
point
channel.
R space 9d6. Enter.
What channel?
The dice channel in the Wrath and Glory category.
Okay, and you said it's exclamation mark
R.
R.
Hold on, I got you.
9d6
R 9.
like that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. 35.
So you got
let's see,
3
so-
6s and a 4.
Ooh.
So that's 7 successes.
6s count as 2 successes, 5s and 4s count as 1, and 3s and 3 to 1 counts as 0.
Mm.
So, are there things that require multiple successes?
Yes.
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 So I was going to say, because this was a difficult thing, you were going to need at least 6 successes, which you did. In
Okay.
fact,
And
you
your
have...
first dice the first number is considered your wrath dice, and that's just like basically your big important dice. If you roll a 1 on it, you complicate. If you roll a 6, that's like basically think like kind of like a crit.
So Donnie
Okay.
attempted to roll, but he got a 1 on his first one, so he complicates. Donnie, would you like to explain how you complicate, or would you like me to come up with something? Actually, how about I explain what it is first, and let's see if you... Because that might change your impression. So, Hawkins, you would
Yes.
know that the captain is slightly psychic. He is somehow slightly in tune with the warp, and has these almost precognitive intentions. Whether he knows it or not, you don't know. But you know that sometimes he says something or he has inclinations and they come true. Or they have come true and he would have no way of knowing about it. So that is something that you do know about the captain. Now, because you did get 1 extra success, you can bank that as a dice that you can spend later, or you can shift to get an extra effect. So if you would like to figure out if he is like aware of his abilities, maybe know where it came from, if you want to try and get a little bit of extra information, you can spend that right now, or you can hold on to it.
I guess I'll try to probe for more information.
Okay. Do you have any specific interests that you're trying to ascertain?
Is he aware of this, and does he do it on purpose?
He is aware of this in the sense that people keep mentioning it, but he keeps disregarding it. And so he truly does not like the warp or its influence and does not want to be a part of it. So he keeps, denying its influence on him and its effect. So he is somewhat aware, but he chooses not to. And if anyone ever says so, he denies them basically. And because he's in charge, he can kind of slap people on the wrist for commenting on it. But he is mildly aware of it. He just chooses not to accept it, basically.
Okay.
Donnie, that's sort of the information that you would have gotten if you had
Okay.
succeeded, but because you failed, how do you think you complicate on trying to get this information? Because it is psychic mastery, so, if it's something like his mind blocks you out or something, or if you see something accidentally that you weren't supposed to, what do you think you do when you
Uh,
complicate?
God, I really do not like how often the fucking crit fails are.
I mean, you can just say that you
Um,
get a headache or something. It doesn't have to be too detrimental. This was a pretty light kind of situation.
um, I don't know. Maybe he died. Sure, the headache works.
Okay. Yeah, I think there is a little something where maybe you've tried to decipher, like, is he psychic? And like every single time you get in a room with him, you try to check, and like something kind of buffets you off, and you're like, that has to be something, right? Because if he was a blank, I would definitely feel. But if he was psychic, I would feel there's something there, but it's not. You can't quite nail it down, and so it's just like trying to probe him just hurts your brain. You're like, shoot, I can't. But yes, he has commented on the fact that the salamander has lost his arm in the middle of the guardsman's explanation. If you would like to continue, Panda.
Yes, there was some warpy cultists. Cut one in half. They exploded. One of them, a lot of them were firing at her group, and the salamander blew himself up.
You see him like take a step back and he rubs his hand over his face. This is not the good news that he was hoping to get from you guys. And I think he sort of mumbles to himself, "Oh, throne. Oh, the Emperor's gonna have me for this one, losing one of his Astartes. Well, at least you've managed to push them back, correct? You did manage to at least hinder them, if not quash them completely. Please tell me you have something other than failure."
We're on the other side of a now collapsed bridge, sir.
That's good. That's good, at least. This is not what I need right now.
I told him to rest and recover, but he didn't listen.
Something you guys would all know is that things on the ship lately have been very tense. There's been a lot of checks and double checks to make sure that everything is running in operation. There's actually been a lot of cleaning being done. You know, a lot of random stuff that you wouldn't think would be required for general maintenance, like the upkeep of certain stations and whatnot have like suddenly become a top priority. There's been a lot of like extra work and like their preparation for something that seems to have the entire ship running at 110%. If anybody would like to give me some kind of skill check, I'd allow almost about anything for this. If you want to have been like talking to the crew, trying to get some information, if you want to, I'd allow just about anything, like maybe a scholar check for like keeping up with the writs of like duties and whatnot. Just investigation or awareness for like keeping an eye on like what specifically has been happening or whatnot. Or even just a leadership role for, like asking subordinates, like, do you know why we're doing this kind of thing? I'd allow just about anything then, if you guys are curious. If you guys aren't curious about what the extra work is about, you don't have to roll. I'm just given that option right now. And I will say, Hawkins, for your character, I will give you an extra dice because you would, of anybody here, you would probably be in a position where you would probably know.
Okay, what would I be rolling?
I'd allow just about anything. So you can argue the use of any of your skills right now if you want. You could even do Psychic Mastery again if you really want to.
Is there any downside to rolling with the same stat in this or no?
No, just specifically I will give different information depending upon what skill and action you're doing. Does that make sense? So like talking to the subordinates with leadership would give you different information than rolling an awareness skill check of just looking around. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you can use whatever skill you're best at, but if you want to try and get specific information, doing specific actions, like trying to open a door, you obviously can't use Psychic Mastery on that. So like use your skills that you're good at when you can use them, sort of thing.
Okay. I guess I want to speak to the subordinates and roll for Psychic Mastery, but I don't know what information I'm trying to get out of them.
Maybe you're trying to, I don't know, get an inclination, not necessarily mind reading, but this is like getting a vibe sort of on maybe, I mean, almost everybody's a subordinate to you. But like some of the higher ranking people that like have been in contact with like shipments or communications and whatnot, trying to get an idea and like piece some information together, be like, why is everything, on edge lately? Kind of idea. So I'd allow that.
Okay, then I guess I will give that a shot. So is that the same? Yeah, that's 96, I guess.
If you're doing Psychic Mastery. Go ahead and do 10, though, because I'm giving you an extra dice.
Okay, so that's bang R10D6.
Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 7 more successes. With that, I'm going to give you a very straightforward answer, and then I'll let you ask a couple questions. The ship is being tidied up, as in a lot of the sections or the statuses that have been a bit lax, either due to lack of resources, men, time, or just not interest, has suddenly become their top priority to fix up because they are preparing for something. And I will very specifically say, someone. You realize that the next mission that you guys are about to go on is that you are going to be meeting someone or transporting something for someone, or even just transporting a very special someone. And I'll let you ask, I'll say 2 questions of further information about either who the specific person is, what the specific work is being required for them. I don't know. Go. The floor is open if you have any sort of specific interest.
With all of the things being done around this ship, we're clearly preparing for something.
Yes.
Or someone.
Specifically someone. I will tell you it is a specific someone.
Who is this person to demand such high respect and preparation?
I will straight up tell you that it is a princeps that is going to be utilizing the use of your ship. I don't know if you have shared this information with anyone, but they might be able to tell you who or what a princeps is. Or you can give me a scholar check to see if you know what a princeps is. But they are specifically of a station that is not necessarily higher than a rogue trader, because a rogue trader is kind of their own thing. But the princeps is specifically asking for utilization of their ship. And so the rogue trader's like, oh, all right, shoot, we gotta like tidy this place up, guys, before the princeps gets here.
Where are we taking them?
That information is... You are taking them to a very... populated cluster of kind of gangsters and pirates called Nemoidia. There are some like businesses and this is general information that you would know, of kind of like syndicates or like kind of mafia, kind of like organized crime areas over in that place. Why you're going over there, you're not certain, but you can tell that it's no good. And I guess you would understand that it's the rogue trader that would be able to interact with these people that nobody else in the Imperium would be able to. For anyone that is curious, does anybody know what a princeps is?
No.
No.
Not.
Okay.
I
do
heard
not
it
know.
once in the game Pit People, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, maybe this is something that you guys discuss as you go on your next mission. And actually, maybe it's at this moment that the captain gets pulled away by the Adeptus Mechanicus fellow. It's like, I really must give you this information. So the captain turns away from you guys for a moment, kind of like just taking like a step or two away, and you guys have a moment to discuss with each other about everything that's transpired and what's going to happen now. If you guys would like to take a minute to discuss amongst yourselves.
Was everyone present with the conversation that I just had?
Yes, so everybody's here, and again, you are just being introduced into the situation. So if you want to introduce your character to these people and sort of make their acquaintance. And I don't think we have to go through all of character introductions again, but if you would like to announce yourself and maybe give general description of what they look like. I think everybody on the ship would know of the Navigator, but again, maybe not know who they are. So if you would like to announce yourself to these gentlemen.
Can I give a description at a later point when
Yes.
I actually have an idea of what I want my character to look like and what I actually want their name to be?
Yes.
Okay.
You
do
could
that.
just be like, I am the Navigator, and who are you, gentlemen? Just to kind of like imply that you are in charge here. Like, something that actually, I don't know if I want to share. I'm gonna go ahead and share. There is something that people of higher station do when they're not, leading groups, or, when you're not navigating through the warp, you're kind of free to wander the ships and kind of check on the subordinates and kind of do as you please. But there is a term that high-ranking officials, like the term that means high-ranking officials checking in on the subordinates, and it's called gooning. It refers to when they wander the ranks and just sort of check in on things and, make sure that everything's up to snuff. So literally, like a high-ranking official stepping down to like see what the workers and the menials are doing is probably something that you would do if you would like to. I guess that's sort of up to you. What would the normal thing that you'd be doing when you're not currently navigating through the warp, do you think? Just hanging out on the deck, or?
I would say walking around, checking to make sure that everyone is not only like gainfully employed and doing what they should be doing, but also making sure that everyone has what they need to do what they need to do.
Okay.
So if there are people that need help with certain things or people that are lacking in resources that they need, then I need to know about it so that I can actually see to it that that's taken care of.
A little bit of middle management to kind of take some of the pressure off the rogue trader. I bet he would appreciate that. So these guys have probably met you before, and you guys have interacted on several occasions as they are members of their station, and they're coming here to make this report. But yeah, if you guys would like to maybe make some introductions or finish explaining the situation to the Navigator so that he can relay the information to the captain, you can do so.
We just finished burning the heretic scum across our ventilation shaft. Unfortunately, they had some interesting chaos bits. Things hurtled to look at and exploded with warp energy when we killed them. Took the bridge we were on and the Astartes with us. Barely made it across again before he skittered away. Doesn't
You
help
expect any
people
further
does
contact from
advice. The Lord Captain said he was corralling them and waiting them out. Or at least that is what we heard from the comms officer when we called in. As far as we are aware, they are contained. Cheaper to starve them than it is to kill them outright.
If nothing else, we have time.
Well, actually, you would know that you don't have time. Because the normal situation that you would do is, trap any insubordination, below decks and let them tire themselves out, probably starve to death. You guys are specifically spending resources to make sure that this, rebellion is crushed, because you guys are on a timetable. You guys have an important person, and maybe that's something that you share with these people, because they probably wouldn't know.
That's why I was asking if they were present during the conversation about like the princess and them being brought, or
I will Princeps. That's how it's written, Princeps. I think this is information that you gathered over the last week as this situation sort of rose up. You figured this out, but I don't think any of the other crew know specifically. You're the person that can see the bigger picture, so if you would like to share that information with these gentlemen, you may. Or you can keep it to yourself.
We have a very important guest that's supposed to be coming to this ship. I don't know how long they will be here, and I don't know exactly how much time we have until they are here. But we can't twiddle our thumbs and wait for this to resolve itself.
As you say that, almost like on cue, the ship seems to tremble and the lights like flicker a little bit. And Khadgar kind of looks up, looks around at all of you. And then I think he like takes a hand and pushes the Adeptus Mechanicus out of the way. It's just like, all right, this is serious business. I'm gonna have to send you below decks, and Navigator, I'm gonna have you go with them. There can be no mistakes this time. We need to get this taken care of ASAP.
Consider it done, sir.
Take the demon tubes. It'll get you down there as fast as possible. Apparently there's some sort of revolution happening on the Nasdaq, and that's going to be a severe problem. Two things of interest. Does anyone want to make some sort of scholar check or intelligence or something to know about the demon tubes or the Nasdaq?
I was always, excuse me, I was always told not to mess with demons.
Yes, well, as long as you have the navigator with you, you have express permission to use the tubes. Ryan, if you would like to figure out if you know what the demon tubes are, you have an extra dice.
Oh, wait, really?
Yes. Donnie and Hawkins, if you would like to know about the Nasdaq, you will have an extra dice.
I know jack and shit.
All right.
What would I be rolling?
You said Nasdaq?
Yes. These are
Is this a
locations on the ship. So...
Okay, can I roll pilot?
Oh, yeah. And actually, because... Is that one of your keywords?
One of my keywords?
So, if at any point in time one of your keywords relates to sort of like a skill or something, you get to add an extra dice.
What are my keywords, I guess?
I don't know. That would be something on your sheet. That would probably be something like Imperium, Navigator, Psyker, something like that.
Is that like a quest?
So, like, if you guys were trying to figure out who, or like what a role in the position of the Princeps is, that is a role in the Imperium, and because you guys are members of the Imperium, you would have an extra dice in trying to figure that out. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, no. As far as I'm aware, Psyker is the only keyword I have.
Okay, you should have a few more, but we can figure that out later.
Okay,
It's basically just kind of like your class stuff.
gotcha. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get with you at some point and like fully go through my character sheet and make sure everything's in order.
Okay.
But that'll be like outside of session, just some random day.
But yeah, if you have pilot, I'd allow you to roll that. Because this is
Alright,
literally information about a ship. So
You said we are exactly. You said we are not adding an extra.
you are, yes.
Okay, so that is 7d6.
Whew.
Oh, I don't think that's good. I don't know what. This
Okay.
Oh, so you rolled a 6 on your wrath dice, which means you got a critical success.
That's right. Wrath dice, the first one.
Yes, so you get a point of wrath now, and you should probably notate that somewhere. A wrath dice can be used to re-roll any number of dice when you roll. So if you wanted to like re-roll your 2s, 3s, and 1s on your roll, you can spend your wrath dice to do that.
And is that any roll?
That's any roll that you do. You currently have 4 successes, which I will let you know is enough. But it won't be enough to get extra information. I will just straight up tell you what the NASDAQ is. And then you can decide if you want to spend your wrath dice. How about that?
Sure. I need to figure out where I can denote. Let me just open up a document for right now.
Okay. You would know that the NASDAQ is specifically the deck directly above the warp engine. Specifically, a location very close to the... shoot, I always forget the word. Panda, where's the place that you sleep at night? It's like close to the beryllium generator. What is it?
That's the other character.
Oh,
It's and it is a
Dwemer?
Gellerfield.
Gellerfield, yes. So the NASDAQ is where the Gellerfields is. But it's right above the warp engine. So if there are, cultists down there, that is incredibly bad. That is very, very bad.
Okay.
You do not know why it is called the NASDAQ, but even just saying its name kind of fills you with a sense of dread. So you know that there's something extra special about it, but you just can't put your finger on it. Does anyone else want to see if they know anything about the NASDAQ or the demon tubes? If not, that's fine. We can move on. You guys will be heading there shortly.
Yeah, no, I don't think I think I'm curious enough to warrant risking things.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, it's not like you're going unbound or anything.
But
That's
I
fine.
Still
Well-
don't want to risk.
We'll get going that direction. Um. Okay. So yeah, unless you guys have anything else that you would like to say or do before leaving the bridge, you will be escorted to the demon tubes, which seems to be a form of transportation. All right, you guys move on from the deck.
Sorry about that. Was transferring over to my PC
Oh, okay.
again since and Jacob just left for work, so I can actually be in here and not have to be quiet.
So Khadgar says, "We'll send a detachment after you, but take the demon tubes. Get there as quick as possible. We need to take care of this immediately." And you guys are quickly excavated to a very strange offshoot chamber, which seems to be being currently utilized as storage. And then you're led over to what I can only describe as like a large tube that seems to span the majority of this chamber. And you can see that there's these kind of like ports on it, and there's these cranes nearby. And it's, again, this thing is massive. This thing looks like a cross between a subway and one of those post office things where they like used to, and sometimes you see this at like Costco or
Like a pneumatic
banks.
tube system.
Yes, a pneumatic tube system for like delivering stuff. Yeah. So you can tell that you are about to enter basically a sealed container that is going to be rocketed at high speeds. That this is mostly designed for delivering of materials and things and whatnot, it is absolutely not designed for transporting live cargo. But as you make your way up, you can see the thing click and ka-chunk, and there's these lights flashing and sirens blaring as the of chains being pulled. As this massive hinge opens up, and you can see inside is what kind of resembles a train car, and there's all these sorts of like hooks and bolts on the sides of the thing, and you can see that people are starting to walk up, and they're like unloading stuff from it, and actually, no, I think Hawkins, your character would be like, I'm here, I'm commandeering this, we need to use it right away. I was gonna have someone like come up and do it for you, but I think you do that because you're the person in charge here. And they're like, sir, but we need to remove this cargo. It's very important. We've got some very special things. And I don't know. I think you say just something like, we'll send it right back. We just need to ride down with it or whatever. Like, what do you tell them, basically? I don't want to speak for your character. Because you're, like, taking charge of the situation. They're, I think they're giving you a little back talk, and that's not okay.
How expendable are they?
I mean, in the Imperium, everybody's expendable. You are currently low on crew, but... So, in the Imperium, if you were to just, like, I don't know, shoot somebody, nobody would bat an eye. If you were to, like, you know, send a battalion out into space, that might warrant, like, some begrudging faces from your superiors, but no, everybody's
So
expendable.
if I just outright eliminated one of them to set an example.
Go ahead and make an intimidation roll.
Like, that shouldn't even be the one who backtalked you. It should just be a different one.
Okay. You're just gonna shoot a random guy?
Yeah, like one of the guys said to him, just like, not even the guy that talked, just.
Okay.
You
If-
could use psychic mastery for this check.
If you actually kill somebody, I will give you an extra dice.
Yeah, he should. It's the Imperium, nobody.
I will not require you to make like a ballistic skill check or psychic mastery. If you just want to like shoot somebody in the head or explode them with your mind, I'll just let you do that.
Pancakes with mine.
I want to pop someone's head and set an example.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your intimidation and you get an extra dice. So just in the background of like this guy that's like surrounded by a bunch of servitors that are like holding bills and like you know.
So wait, so let me get this
clipboards.
straight. I don't know exactly who is saying these things.
No, I mean it's a random nobody. It is a random nobody. They're just like, sir, we're trying to work here. I'm sorry, but I can't let you move this. This is very important cargo. And just like these two guys that are like carrying a box in the background, one of their head just explodes into a fountain of blood, falls to his knees, and the other guy like struggles to catch the box before it like, you know, hits the deck basically.
Man, now I don't want to do that. They're just trying to do their job.
No, all right.
It would be really, really funny to just kind of be like, "You're gonna work." Period. There's no.
I mean,
ifs, ands, or
Can
buts.
I?
That is
Can I-
how
can
it
I
is
just
in the Imperium, though.
stand-
That is not out of character to do that.
Can I stand there and crack my knuckles?
All right, I will allow you to make a sort of physical check of some kind, and if you succeed, you will give him another dice for his intimidation.
Okay.
Can I?
It says here, I'm pretty sure that I actually have a skill
Oh,
that
okay.
lets me like add intimidation dice whenever I'm near somebody with the Imperium tag.
Oh, okay. So you just straight up do it. You don't even need to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sparrow,
Okay.
can I just grab my chainsword? Not as a sign of intimidation, just stimming.
Just stimming.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Still rolling intimidation, but you get how many extra dice, Ryan?
I give 1 because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Okay. Uh, and you're not killing someone, right?
No, I guess I
Okay.
don't want to kill someone.
I mean, blink an arm off. shouldn't
I
be
mean,
too bad.
you do know that you are low on crew members. That's you do know that
Yeah,
your
I'm
current
trying to preserve
location.
them
You are.
because we need them later.
Yeah. Okay.
So I also don't want to maim them because, well, we need them later.
All right. Roll leadership then, with an extra dice. Or
That one would
intimidation.
That one, I'll do leadership because that one would make more sense in this case. Kind of
Okay,
like a we need
okay.
to band together and get this done type deal.
I like that.
All right, so 1 extra dice. So from 5, that's a 6d6.
Ah, yeah, you get another point of wrath. And that's, let's see, 7 successes once again. With that, I think they stop what they're doing and they'll do exactly what you say. So there is some crates still on the car that they have just straight up stopped unloading. And I don't know, you can give them an extra instruction here of like either come with you, remove as much as you can as you're getting on so that it's faster and lighter. I don't know, like run behind it and give it a push or something. Like I'll let you give them an extra order here if you want. That like you have been given express permission by the captain to make sure that this gets done as expeditiously as possible. So what kind of order would you like to give them? And maybe that's just clear out if you want.
Those that are good with fighting, stick with me, and those that are not, clear out.
They all stand there. None of them are good at fighting. That's why these people have been stationed here. These are menials, and some of them are you can actually see are like in chains because they are literally no better than servitors. Basically, these are like the weak and the maim. They're moving very slow. Again, bottom of the barrel.
So it would just be the equivalent of throwing bodies to the problem,
Yes.
kind of thing.
Well, you know what the God always says: more bodies.
What if I just move the box for them?
Okay, I will say that there are, as you guys are in this location, you kind of see up in the train car. There's a few kind of small things that aren't really strapped down or anything, nothing super important. You can see that there is a large crate, as large as like a. Basically as large as a truck kind of thing. So much bigger than you could move, Bruise. Maybe if there was another one of you, you'd be able to move it. But you can see that this thing is actually like chained in place to make sure that it doesn't move, and it's like occupying the majority of the space in this train car. And I will actually give you guys an image if you are curious. Just ignore the fact that this might look like a battle map that we might be using next session. But you can tell that in order to unchain this thing and move it would be probably close to half an hour You know, it's a long and tedious process, and it's not just the physicality of it. It's like going through a bunch of paperwork. You can see that there's actually some like holy seals on the box too and whatnot. You know, like there'd have to be a bunch of praying and stuff to move it. Just like a whole bunch of nonsense that you just don't have time for.
Do we know what's in that cargo?
The guy before he shut up, basically said like, "Oh, it's a very important artifact that someone needs. It we should just we can't just leave it unattended, sir. Sorry, sir."
I'm sorry, are we threatening Winnie the Pooh?
Maybe.
Oh, Rick!
Oh, bother. Oh, jeez.
Bro, you promised a smeckle of honey if I took this crate on time.
Oh, jeez, Navigator. This is gonna be a real problem.
Soink Scoob!
I'm gonna have to go through so much paperwork.
Am I glad that we're out here and he's in there and he's the sheriff and we're in there and he's out there?
I'm gonna
and
be
he's
signing
like,
papers for the rest of my life. Take an egg point, Ryan.
All right. Yeah, we're just gonna use the two. Should we just use the?
Yeah, you can just walk past them at this
let's
point.
just- yeah, we're just gonna do that. Let's leave.
We have no time for the menials.
Out of me way, I'll make you rations out to
They'll make rations out of you?
Yes.
Corpse starch is very common in the Imperium.
Yes. You heard that correctly, ladies in the back. Corp starch.
Corpse starch.
Corpse
Yes.
starch.
What's good? I'm allergic to corn, so I couldn't have the other one.
It's funny that you would say that, because if anyone is curious, they can go up to the crate and you can see that the specific blessings and the papers that are written on this thing are actually written by one very interesting member of the Sanctioned Psychers that you would definitely recognize, Donnie, as Cornelius Cobbleston. And this man is very much not. Actually, I'll let you give me some sort of scholar check, Donnie, to see how much you know about Cornelius Obadiah Cobbleston.
Cobbleston.
Yes. I'll send that to you.
You said that would be a scholarly check?
Unless you can think of some other sort of skill to know about another psyker. I would allow psychic mastery, but I think I want to like.
That's pushing it.
I would reduce one dice, I think.
Yeah. Where can I see my tags or keywords? I know I have some. Considering I was a sanctioned psyker and I have the Adeptus Astra Telepathica tab, could I argue leadership having heard their name around the place?
Yes. In that case, I will give you an extra dice.
Okay. 66. Surely this will not go wrong. Surely I will
Surely.
the air fryer.
Surely. You're due.
66.
Okay. You didn't complicate. You got
Moving up.
4 successes. I will say that you, because there are not many psychers on this ship, and they are very specifically, sanction, and there's a whole lot of, areas that they're not allowed to, specifically because the captain does not necessarily appreciate the presence of psychers on his ship for some reason. You do know of this as like one of the maybe like, I don't know, 4 psychers that there is on the ship. Like, it's a very small amount. Cobb is very much he's a very strange specimen of an individual. Like, you swear that he's been lobotomized. Like, he's like the country hick of like a psyker. Like, very slow mind, very much in their station because they are very subservient, but they should not be, trusted for any sort of like signatures or seals that they do. So the fact that they have like sort of signed off on the delivery of this cargo is suspect, just because you know that they are probably not that good at their job, leading you to believe that perhaps this cargo is a little suspicious. But as you guys are loading on here, the doors are closing. There is also no lights inside of here, so you guys need to quickly find some way to get yourself seated and be able to survive the trip before the door closes completely. What are you guys doing?
Hey, Sparrow.
Yes, sir.
How cramped is this place compared to me?
This car is about 40 feet wide, and it's about 80 feet long.
Thank
It is
God.
very big.
Okay. All right.
It is incredibly vast and large. You know, like those Connex boxes that you see? Imagine 8 of those.
The main reason why I asked is because Ogrins have a
fear of
specific
small
thing called-
spaces.
a claustrophobic. Whenever you enter an enclosed area, you must make a fear test of DN2. Additionally, whenever you roll a complication in an enclosed space, the GM can spend 1 ruin to force you to repeat this fear test.
So I will kind of leave this up to you, because I feel like this is close enough that it's personal preference. Like, if you were to get on a bus, you would probably feel cramped. But this is like, this is larger than a train. And I don't know if you would feel necessarily cramped on a train, would you? I feel like trains pushing it.
Well, the way that you described it made it seem like it's a very, very large room. So, I mean...
Yes, it's a very, very large room. I was not worried about it. But
exactly. So...
I think this is more of your opinion. Do you think you would feel claustrophobic?
Claustrophobia would mostly include like drop ships or like rhino tanks or whatever. So
those are considerably smaller. You could fit probably 6 rhino tanks in here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think you're good, which is why I didn't mention it. But thank you for bringing it up.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I mean, it is a large... I mean, you're like getting trapped in a submarine and basically dropped into the bowels of the ship. So, I don't know. I feel like there's some other concerns other than claustrophobia, but...
How big are those chains? Like the individual links?
One single link is bigger than you.
So, like... If I was finding a place to brace, jumping in one of those fuckers and bracing against the walls would not be.
You could jump inside of one of these links like an inner tube.
Yeah, that's the plan here.
Okay. What's everybody else doing to brace? Also, does anybody have any light sources?
If I take my chain axe to my armor. Generally, his Spock's up pretty good.
If anybody wants to spend any wrath, they can make a narrative declaration to say like, there are like vents along the side that allow some light to pass through, or maybe there are lights in here. If you want to make some sort of like change to the scene to like declare something is, you know, the way that you want it to be, you can spend a wrath to do that. You can also spend a glory, which is a far more easier resource to grab, to give yourself an item such as a lantern, or, you know, maybe there is like some sort of glowing apparatus on your person. I don't know, maybe you've got like a keychain with like some sort of like holy piece that glows or something. So if anybody would like to say that something just straight up exists, those are the ways that you can do that.
I think I have a single point of wrath, and that's the only type of those resources we have amongst the party currently.
I have the flashbang power. I can provide light for a very instantaneous situation.
I mean, I have a
Oh my
flamer.
God.
I could also provide light. However, it's a very poor idea.
I don't know, wall of fire sounds like a pretty good idea, Dominic.
You know what? I'm feeling nice. I'm going to spend a rune point. Now, rune points are something that I get to use, that I get to spend. And usually this is only used in combat or like used to counteract your guys' narratives. But I'm going to be nice. As the door closes, you didn't realize it, but as the darkness starts to encompass you guys, there is a light source in here. The box that's chained up glows.
Is it supposed to do
I
that?
don't think he's being nice.
There is a very ominous, very light purple kind of light emanating from it.
nice?
I don't
How
think,
kind of
I don't think he's being nice, fellas. I don't think he's being nice. I think he might be trying to.
The glow that's emanating from the box doesn't seem to be, you know, poking out from any of the cracks in the crate. In fact, this crate is very tightly sealed up with its... you can see that it's like bolted together. I mean, it basically looks like a safe, you know? And it's got like this mechanized door on it. So there's no way that natural light would be escaping from it. And actually, as you're looking at it, it almost seems to be ethereal, as if it's like not real light that's in this dimension, but there is like something about it that is emanating off of it that does give you, you know, some dim light to be able to see the interior of this place. You're welcome.
It's purple, right?
Sorry, say that again?
You said it was purple, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's still pitch black.
I
Oh.
would like
Pitch black.
He's an orc, so he doesn't see the purple.
Oh, haha, very funny.
I would like
Um,
to use Cynicism.
all right.
to
You know what,
what's
Panda?
going on here.
It's
Yeah.
not purple. It's whatever the color the void is. How about that? Does that work for you?
No,
The void's not.
I don't believe in the void.
God.
Well, too bad. The void believes in you.
The void's a myth. Sorry.
Was absorbed by the void chat.
It's been consumed.
Consumed.
Oh, there he is.
All right.
I would like to attempt to use Cyniscence to figure out what's going on with the box.
Okay. Are you doing this unbound?
It
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
My eyelids. Are
I'm gonna do regular.
Okay.
Because like Psynescence is a free action and it can't cause peril of the warp.
I know. I would give you extra information if you went unbound. Is there anything I can say to
Devil,
tempt you?
You know that, right?
dead, you said that.
Let me pull up the. What was that?
No,
What's
it's
the
fine.
consequence for
Just
being
go. Just
unbound?
roll it.
Okay. I'll pull that up later because I don't remember the rules. I'm a shitty wizard. I don't remember my own powers.
It's fine.
Psychic mastery is
Oh.
8, so 8
So
d6.
8d6. All right.
3, 4, 5, 6.
6
6
successes.
successes.
Um, I'm going to let you shift one or bank one, but I will sort of describe that you can,
Okay.
and I think you all sort of come to the very scary realization as the door closes and the locks begin to activate. This person referred to this as an artifact. Which is a little bit concerning now that you're realizing that you're trapped in a safe traveling at high speeds with this thing. But yes, Donathan, you realize that this is emanating void energy. That this thing is so potent that it's almost like it's, I mean, this is the same kind of like radiant energy that you would feel after a rift opened, kind of thing. Like, this is either some sort of artifact for like tapping into the warp, or this is specifically an item that came from the warp.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do you share this information with your colleagues? This is bad
Friends,
juju.
I do not think this is a very safe object. I'm pretty sure that this is related to our little wiggly friends we dealt with on the bridge. We do not want to touch that. Do not eat it. As I say, do not eat it, I'm looking specifically at the boot.
As you give this information, you all hear a sickening chunk as the train car that you are on is released from its bindings, and you can feel the pressurization around you as the walls begin to groan and protest, as the pressurized room that you are in begins to feel the you guys haven't started moving yet. I'll just say that, but you guys can tell that you're about to. So where is everyone currently? Are you guys just standing around?
Braced in one of the chains, probably
Okay.
closer to the wall.
Okay.
Like, where I think one of the chains is not liable to move and crush me. Where I
Okay.
think.
You can give me an awareness skill check if you want.
Oh boy.
If you want to specifically try and find something. If you're fine with just sort of general, just kind of grabbing something, that's fine.
Just general. Like,
You don't have to roll. I was just offering if you wanted to get some.
Jumping in the
get
chain like an inner tube.
Okay, okay.
If I die, I die.
What is everyone else doing?
Standing stock still.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am fully aware, out of character, that this is going to probably drop in free fall in a second. And I think it would be really funny if my orc just stands completely still as the gravity vanishes.
just stock still while it's just you start floating.
You know
Starts
what?
Going up, like doesn't react in this light. It's just same position.
Completely stone cold. still.
Panda, I would like you to give me a psychic mastery to see if your own brain of understanding gravity is stronger enough to resist the free fall that is existing outside your own understanding.
So, I don't know if I have psychic mastery.
Psychic mastery by default is based off of your, I believe, will.
No.
So you can just give me a will check then.
I'm not gonna make the roll. I'm sorry, Sparrow. I don't have my sheet with me.
You know what? I'll let you roll 3 dice. How does that sound?
3? Well, that's a lot better than the 0 that I had planned. All right.
I just want you to complicate, that's all.
All right.
What's everyone else doing? Where's Bruce sitting up?
Oh, where am I in regards to Bruise?
I mean, that's for you guys to figure out.
I'm next to him, holding
Alright.
on for my dear life.
Alright. What's Bruce doing?
Oh, feet no longer touching the ground. I don't know what's going on.
All right, Hawkins, how's this? A 4-1.
That's
4-1?
Gosh dang it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fucking tired, Sparrow.
I was like, what am I doing with this? What is this?
Sorry, you guys' names are both burned.
Well,
I don't-
give me a second. I'm gonna reset my Ethernet adapter.
My understanding of gravity broke Sparrow's computer.
Alright. I'm gonna say 3 successes is not enough for you to resist the effects of gravity.
Oh, absolutely. I was not expecting it. I wasn't. I was hoping that it would fail.
I just wanted you to critically fail. Yes, sir.
So that you are aware, I am very tired and beginning to like nod off just because I am tired.
Okay.
Are you or are you not willing to maintain my character while the session goes?
I think we can call it pretty soon here, actually, if you guys would like to, because I did kind of have an encounter planned, but I would like to spend a little bit more time on it, I think. So,
Okay.
Sweet.
we could either end it here with you guys getting in, or we could go a few more minutes longer. I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you think? Because we can just end it here of you guys, like, getting on and you're heading down there now.
Okay, sure.
Alright. We'll end it here then.